Hello, everybody. Many people ask me why the Russians are so great in gymnastics. Well, I remember turning on my television set in a Russian hotel room recently and watching the instructor go through complicated routines. It wasn't just entertainment. All over the Soviet Union, Russian people were doing their daily dozen in time with the instructor. For the Russians, gymnastics is more than just a sport. It's a way of life. Americans saw this skill when the Russian Olympic team made a recent tour of the United States. Let's watch 22-year-old Valery Kurdamalidi on the high bar. I think this is the most spectacular Olympic event. Look at this young man change directions with the flick of the wrist. If you didn't see it, you wouldn't think it's possible. The judges are looking for composition and form, but they also score on difficulty. That's why these young men develop unusual routines. This isn't just a muscle exercise either. Strength is important, but the champions have that rhythmic, free-flowing style you see at the ballet. Kurdamalidi uses an extra leg kick as he goes into that giant swing. The judges look for the slightest hesitation because it counts off on the points. Now how do you get off? Kurdamalidi flies through the air with a double somersault that leaves the crowd gasping. Next comes Russia's world vaulting champion, the great Yuri Titov, a veteran prize winner of 2 Olympics at the age of 25. Titov began his gymnastics training at the age of 11. He's one of the reasons why the Russians carried off the major honors in Rome. Take a look at his head and toes. They're rigid, the true form of a great champion. Yuri Titov grew up to be a world champion gymnast. He studied this routine just as hard as he studied history or mathematics, and it's paid off with champion medals. Our youngsters can shoot for these same medals if they're willing to train as hard as the Soviets. The Russian team is great, but it is not unbeatable.